Oh. Okay. So here we go.
I like Jarvis Cocker.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What
that
is
song
that?
Dishes by Pulp.
So, I had to write that. My English is not the best.
Well, I quit the band that I was in before and just wanted to focus on my own vision musically, and that was sort of became the blueprint for Phantogram.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sarah and I had started hanging out a lot because we've been friends since high school. I noticed that she was really good at piano and she had a great voice. So I asked her if she wanted to sing on some of my songs, and she did, and they came out really cool. So I asked if she wanted to start a band, and from there on we started working together and creating music. And it worked out cool because Sarah and I have a very similar vision and we have similar taste in music. So we made a good team.
This is my first band.
Piano, and she had a great voice. So I asked her if she wanted to sing on some.
We that was the only place we had to use, so there wasn't any thought of trying to make it out to be like we're this weird band that likes to hang out in barns. It was really the only place we had, and it was free, and it was on Josh's parents' property. So we had a place to stay every night. If it snowed, we wouldn't have to drive back home, which was about 40 minutes away. So we would just stay there instead, and it was just our place.
As I was finding your previous EPs, I discovered that.
Well, when we first started, our plan was to record the record, get it done, and move to New York and meet people and find a group of other musicians and friends and bands and play show after show after show. That was our initial plan, because it's kind of what bands do. It's not easy getting your music out to a good music scene unless you're living in there.
Yeah.
But luckily we kind of we were able to skip that step, and we were discovered online, and we love that we were able to do it without having to do like the traditional live in a city struggle. I mean, I know that it builds character in certain ways, but I think it also makes a band stronger knowing that they were able to do it on their own. If MGMT, if we were friends with MGMT and they were like just always saying our names in interviews, people would be like, oh, well, we're going to instantly like this band kind of thing. We didn't have any of that. We just kind of, we started from the ground, and we kept it that way.
We're not into the whole elbow rubbing scene kind of thing, like whose ass can we kiss or whatever like that. That's just not how we roll. So having respect from other bands and like-minded bands was a cool thing. We didn't have to climb any sort of social pretentious ladder or anything. It's just the music is what it is, and and now we have a lot of friends that live in New York City that play in bands, but it's more of a camaraderie based on music instead of any kind of competition. 4 songs from the album that was finished and added an extra song. It went really fast. When we started, we worked very hard, and we were like, okay, so if we work real hard, maybe in like 5 years we could score a record deal and start to like really tour and stuff like that. But it all happened really, really fast. I think people like our music. That's what I'd like to think.
Well, people talk.
They're inspired by a lot of stuff. I mean, like we really like Jay Dilla and Madlib and like that sort of almost stoner vision kind of hip hop. Also, there's this guy called Ninth Wonder that was inspirational on one track on our record. And you know, Sarah and I think our first love of music as children, growing up in the 80s and 90s, was hip hop. So, you know, we just sort of have this love for beats.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Josh, and we're Phantogram.
Hi, Marvin.
And
We love you.
yeah, hey Marvin.